Outcast Playground! Hooray!
This is another edition of the Outcast Podcast. It is your boy Gentry here hosting this thing. We have Ramo G in the building. What's up, Ramo?
What's good, fam? I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, no doubt.
2022. It's a mouthful, that. 2022.
Happy New Year. Happy
A lot
New Year.
of twos. That's good, though. Two's a good number.
Yeah.
Happy New Year
I like to
everybody.
score in threes myself, but twos, they're not bad.
Hey, 3 in a row.
It's not just the two of us today. There's four of us. There's usually four of us, but today we have three. We've got TK.
Memphis is out getting hose as usual.
Yeah.
we got
state to state pussy find as usual.
Our Quagmire. Our version of Quagmire.
We're going to have to go to some of the texts that we have this group text amongst the members of the program, and he seems to text the weirdest stuff. We could discuss that a little later in the show. We did have, I know in the last show, we talked about all the people that had passed away in 2021.
Yeah, well, we missed a couple.
Yeah, because we broke. There was 2 deaths that happened that were kind of legends, at least me growing up. I like the Golden Girls.
Definitely.
She was also on other programs throughout her illustrious career.
Well, she was a legend, dude.
Betty White.
Yeah, she had
Betty
her own show back when, way before even the golden age of television, and she was just a pioneer of a lot of things and opened the doors for not only women, people in general. She was
Not only did my boyfriend wear Trojans, he was one.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't like the bareback, I guess.
oh,
She didn't mess around.
She was kinda fun.
I liked the Snickers commercial that was there near the end. You see that
yeah.
one?
When she got tackled as that's not what your girlfriend
That's
says.
not what your mom says or something like that.
Your girlfriend.
Was it his girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well, you guys both commented on my People magazine that we found.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, we walked in. As soon as I walked in the door, I saw it this morning there on the thing. It says, it's People magazine. Betty White turns 100! Exclamation point.
And they were all ready for her birthday, I believe, January 17th. So her birthday, we're recording this at the beginning of January.
Now, let me just say this. They fucking jinxed her, man.
I think so. People
think?
magazine.
People fucking magazine. Yeah. Yeah. They fucking jinxed her.
That's crazy.
I think. Well, it is kind of creepy to see the cover of a
no
magazine on a newsstand
Oh, yeah.
that says, Betty White. What is the headline on there? Can you read it from here? It says something like Betty White turns 100, I think is what it says, right?
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point.
Let me see.
And they had it on newsstands, and she was 99 at the time.
She was.
Just goes to
Why
show
would they
you.
do that?
Just goes to show you how old print is. Yeah, the actual thing says Betty White turns 100. Funny, never gets old. The comedy legend shares her secrets for happiness and her celebrity crush in this month's People magazine. How about that? On the cover of People magazine, they already wrote the headline, Betty White turns 100. Just before your 100th birthday, you check out. You think maybe she did it on purpose? Look, my goal was to get this far. I've come this far.
If I know Betty White, right now she's somewhere saying, you motherfuckers jinxed me.
You think so?
I think she was just ready to go, man. Probably most of the people that she lived her life knowing and loving are gone. 100 years is very long, and, she's had an incredible life. She's done a lot for a lot of people, like I said before, and I think she was just done with it. The new year came around, and, her husband and the rest of the Golden Girls came to her in a dream and were like, hey,
She was the longest
let's
living
go party.
She was the longest living Golden Girl too.
Yeah.
And if
That's what I'm saying.
if I heard correctly, I feel like as the show was being recorded at that time in the 80s, the Golden Girls, that she was, even though she didn't play the character of the oldest one on set, Estelle Getty played the oldest. She was Dorothy's mother. She was
She
actually
played Rose, the idiot, but she was lovable.
yeah, but she was the oldest.
The lovable idiot.
She was the oldest of all the Golden
was she?
Girls.
She was.
And she lived the longest as well.
She definitely did.
But on the show, her character wasn't the oldest one.
Rose was my favorite character, I think, on the Golden Girls.
I like
The little old lady that came out of the room. She was just
that's the one I'm talking
aggravating
about.
as shit.
I thought she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
funny. Estelle Getty.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because you're over there just going, yeah. Did you watch the show, Ramo?
Of course. My wife
Who
was
was your
addicted.
favorite Golden Girl?
I don't know that I can say that.
I wanted to hook up with Blanche.
That's definitely Memphis' favorite.
And he'd want to bang all four of them.
yeah, he probably
No,
would.
How do
bang
I get
off.
all these old bitches on my dick?
I probably
They
only,
want it. They know they want it.
I only would have hooked up with Blanche, probably. I don't know. Betty White, even at the time, she was funny, but I don't know if she didn't really turn me on, that Betty White.
No, not at that point. She
No,
was
never.
already into
No,
her 80s or her
It wasn't
70s,
a sexual thing.
60s.
It's a comedy thing.
She's older.
And,
Yeah,
and
way
a good
older.
person and a good, and she was funny. It's like Carol Burnett was like that. You're not really attracted to Carol Burnett, but she's hilarious and she's great.
I'll
I
tell you
feel
what.
like before my time, but Lucille Ball, same
Sure.
way. A lot of people,
Yeah.
maybe some people thought she was attractive. I really didn't think she was attractive like that.
Right.
Rosie
But-
O'Donnell, another one.
Never.
Never.
If you
Beastly,
see,
beastly.
have you seen any pictures of
Rosie
her
lately?
when she was young.
Ooh,
Of
Betty,
Betty
White?
White?
Yeah.
Like when she was
beautiful.
Yeah,
very young?
I still.
She was fine, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she was
kind of
She was a
very
7.
good-looking.
She wasn't a dime. She was a 7.
She was
Still-
definitely
still a little
plowable.
frumpy.
Either one of you guys would have freaking rumped it. No, she was. I mean, young, like when she was.
like
I've seen some pictures of her.
But
when
how
she was
young?
looking-
I mean, how
she
young
was
are
like
you?
19, 20. Like she was in showbiz.
That's
very
borderline pedophilia there, Ramo. I mean,
Young. No, it's not.
She was really young. I guess 19.
1920.
Yeah, back
I'm
then,
just
that
talking
was-
about looks, like as far as like being a model and good looks as far as being an actress. Like she was a good looking young lady. Like
She was on the Mary Tyler Moore show too, but that's a little
was.
before my time. I think I don't really.
oh, that was before all our times. I seen it in reruns.
Yeah, I don't even remember the reruns of that.
The Mary Tyler Moore show.
I don't
was a good
remember
one.
that show.
Yeah, the reruns ran in the 70s. Like
They had a
That's how
good
it is,
good
yeah.
theme song too for
Maybe
that
early 80s.
Golden Girls.
yeah.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Travel down the road.
But Betty White dies at 99, just before her 100th birthday. People magazine, they jinxed her, according to Tom Kay. The other death that happened, I hate to be bad news here just to start the year, but John Madden also passed away. You not being the big football guy, but you even know who John Madden is, right, Tomcat?
Well, I definitely know who John Madden is from the video game world. My friends all played the Maddens, which I hated growing up because I wanted to
hated
play.
Madden?
I wanted to play the other video games, and when you play Madden, you're playing all day.
Dude, John
You're playing
Madden
it all day, and it was just
opened
like-
the door for terrible announcers everywhere.
I thought he was a great announcer.
He was. He
What are you
was.
talking about? What do you mean
But
terrible announcer? I
because
thought he was great.
He was. But if you listen to some of the things he said, like they were just like very like, what the hell did he just say?
When a center goes to block you like that, you can't punch him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Well,
What
that's
are
what-
you-
See,
you're
that's what
supposed
made
to
him
just
great.
That's what I remember when we were kids and we
Be
used to listen.
outrageous, like the dude is crazy.
When we listened to the Madden,
Yeah.
when they used to play it, all the things that he used to say used to get them so angry and so
Right.
mad
Yeah.
because it would be like he would say shit
Very antagonistic. And he was
antagonistically in
fun,
the game.
Yeah.
So I remember that. I remember his voice just like as a
Boom.
constant.
He's on his
backdrop
back.
Yeah.
of my growing up because of all the series of Maddens.
He was also one of the youngest NFL coaches when he came into the league and was a head coach for the Raiders. He was only 33 years old, got a head coaching job. So that was pretty amazing.
No. Didn't he win a Super Bowl with the Raiders too?
Oh, he won a Super Bowl with the
Yeah,
Raiders.
yeah.
But I'm saying he was the youngest NFL head coach for the time. And back then, to have a 32-year-old be the head football coach of
Yeah.
a team
Yeah.
was kind of unheard of. Even today, there's a few guys in their 30s that are coaching NFL teams.
McVay, right?
McVay and a few of them out there. But
old
back
are-
then, they didn't have hardly anybody in their 30s coaching NFL teams.
What's the mean age for like a coach?
A mean age, like a perfect age, or like a
Yeah.
median age?
Define mean.
Median.
Okay, so I would say probably 55, 52, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong.
They don't
but
want
that's
those
my-
young guys coming in. Let's get up. They're just going to come in and just be like, fucking just run it. No punting. We're going down the field the whole time. We're not going to punt one fucking time.
Well, there for a time, I feel like you had a lot of old coaches all at one time where they were a lot of them in their 60s and 70s, and it just seemed like head coaches in the NFL throughout the 80s and
They
the
were
90s.
dinosaurs.
Older.
I mean, but
Older
all
guys.
they did was run the damn ball
Yeah.
and tackle.
and it was old school.
Yeah. There was a lot of throwing.
John
Oh,
Madden.
yeah.
John Madden lived to be 85. So
That's a good age.
It's a good run. You know, how old do you want to live to be, Tomcat? Have you set a goal? You know, it's a new year. I don't know if you've set a goal on a long-term goal of how long do you want to live?
When I think about dying, it's like you want to put it off forever because it's just like paying taxes or something. You don't want to do it.
But what if it's you know,
But-
you're a good Christian man, I thought, and you believe in the pearly gates of
I'd
heaven.
say about 80,
80? You'd like to check out at 80?
80 or 90.
80 or 90? What's the exact
guess-
number?
90's cool.
All right,
10 more years.
That's a fair
yeah.
number. I think 90 is a fair age. Like anything over 90, I mean, you're grateful for every year you
100,
live, but
I guess.
anything over 90, you're like, all right, damn, like you're looking out, God. You know,
I just want to be able to.
hell yeah,
Good looking out.
word. Good shit, good shit. I like it.
I just
More
want to be
life.
able to.
Yeah.
I want to be able to wipe my own ass. You know, like if I
mean-
can't wipe my own ass,
But
I'd have to say Betty could.
Recently, I've seen some older
She's
people.
something lucid enough.
You think
Yeah.
Betty was still wiping her ass all
I
the way
think
up until she died?
She just did a recent thing, and she looked extremely lucid in all the tapes and videos that they showed the clippings of them.
She probably had a bidet too. You know, those Hollywood types.
And it's like
Yeah,
the
she probably had people to wipe
the
her ass.
more people in this, the more people in this life that you grow to love, the harder it is to leave. You know, so you know that
It's
the
true.
longer you're here, the more people you're going to know.
Yeah, or maybe
Harder
not.
it is
Maybe
to
not
die.
know if you become one of those crotchety old men, TK, and you end up living all alone, dying alone, an old man.
One can
That's
only
what
hope.
I'm hoping. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Leave
I
me
piss
the fuck
my people
alone.
off enough to where I'm so like that ornery freaking old fuck that like never dies.
So, what did you guys do for New Year's Eve? We did kick off a new year. We're only a few days into the new year here on the Outcast podcast. What'd you guys do?
I broke a fever.
You got sick.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was breaking my fever.
Well, you
That's
had-
my
you
ball,
had-
watching the ball there. Oh,
you have
sweat
Omni-
my ass up.
Omnicron, or is that COVID-19? What'd you have there,
He
Tomcat?
had a Marion.
I don't know.
You didn't
I
get
didn't
tested.
get tested. No.
That's very disrespectful of you not to get tested.
You know,
you're
I
not
feel much better.
You do.
I do.
Were you going and DJing amongst the crowd, knowing that you had been running a fever?
Oh, of course not. No, only outside.
That's at least the beaches outside. So, and then you said you got sick too, Ray, right?
I was sick before Christmas. The week before.
But when I was
Christmas.
sick, I wasn't around the crowds. I was home because I
Yeah,
wouldn't
no,
even
yeah.
be able to stand up. I was.
See, I didn't get that sick. I was just like more like chest and throaty.
That was the week.
Congested,
That was the
but-
week before. Like I had like a cold. Like last week,
Yeah.
I did, and then this weekend, like I said, when I was there, there is a lot of people. It was a Friday. It was New Year's Day when I really started to feel shitty, and I was at work, and then like there was
After
lots of
that,
people around, and then
sure.
all of a sudden, like so, I was like, whatever it was.
So you
it
didn't do
was-
you didn't
it
do
wasn't
anything.
a cold.
You did nothing on New Year's Eve. You took it easy. You were sick.
I slept. Yeah, I slept for like 2 days.
Ray, did you do anything?
No.
Did you make it to midnight?
Nope. No, I woke up at like 2:30 and started doing work.
I DJ'd a party. It was a wedding / New Year's Eve party.
How was that?
It was good. It was a really good time. It was a long day. Got there at 1:30. Didn't get home until 1:30 in the morning. So 12 hours of jamming. But it was a wedding.
Pass.
You all gotta get your hands in the earth.
The bride was a former collegiate volleyball player.
Nice.
So
Was she hot?
So she was hot, and she had a lot of hot volleyball friends. If
Nice
you know what I'm
legs.
saying?
Were they looking around at the DJ?
Not
Nice
really.
legs.
No.
They more wanted to hook up with my son. You know,
Uh-oh.
I brought my 19-year-old son with me to be my wingman because it's hard to find good help on a New Year's Eve. But the gig pays good. You know, New Year's Eve, as you guys know, as
Hell yeah.
DJs, that's the night when we can stick it to them. We can
Yes.
stick it to them and get a good night of pay. But yeah, that night, all of a sudden, you know, you got older people at the wedding. Grandma and grandpa are there. But then you got the younger people ready to go. It's New Year's Eve. It's going to be midnight. And we want to celebrate hard. I had this girl come up and say she wanted to hear the song "My Neck, My Back,
My
My
butthole."
Pussy, and My Crack."
Of course.
And I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't seem very appropriate at
For
this.
a wedding.
Isn't this always what happens? This is what
It
drove
is.
me out of private parties, dude.
I won't do
The
'em. I
anxiety
won't do
of
'em.
this that you're going through right there. People, do you understand the anxiety a man must feel when he's set to be in front of the entire room and then you're just trying to get by, play good music for everybody. And the Skanks, they always.
I like the Skanks. You know, I encourage the Skanks.
I'm not
I like
surprised.
Look, Skanks have their place. It's not because you're
But
the
they're
one
the
they
ones
look
that
at.
make the party.
You're
To
the
me,
ones-
the Skanks make the party.
The Skank-
They're the
Yeah,
ones out
their
there dancing,
family
having
knows
fun.
they're whores.
They never, but they're the people that are at the party never think that girl waddled up and said, "Play that song to you." They just think she came up and said, "Play Taylor Swift," and then when she walked away, you went, "Yeah, fuck that, my neck, my back."
I want to play pussy music.
Even if you say this is a fucking request 10 times, they still don't.
Well, what I do is I do the right thing. Somebody requests that, I go straight to the person that's paying me, and I tell them, one of your bridesmaids came up.
She's a whore.
And let me tell you, she's maybe had one too many. No, I didn't say that. I said, you're one of your bridesmaids requested the songs, my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. You know, lick it, fuck it, whatever the fuck that
Her
song says.
parents and her grandparents are right there.
Yeah. And
It's awkward.
Yeah, you don't want to dance with Grandpa Willie out there, you know, to my neck, my back while you're in your. But you know
And
what?
kids.
And there were luckily there were no children at this particular
well, then
party.
fuck that. I'd have been letting it go.
So
Surprisingly,
they
because
did.
if that's what they're requesting.
Well, the old people all know all about dick and pussy. Like they
So-
started this shit.
So the bride said, "Play it and play it now. Like don't even wait till later." So then the floodgates opened. You know, I'm playing "Pop That Pussy." I'm playing "My Neck, My Back." You know, I'm playing "Back That Ass Up." You know, all the ratchet music because that's what they wanted.
Sure.
got yelled at.
I never
You
got.
got- you get yelled
I got a bonus at the end of the night. They said how much fun they had.
Somebody blew you?
I didn't get blown,
Oh.
unfortunately. But
You didn't get a bonus?
have you ever gotten one of those?
All the time, dude. What do you mean?
Get them all the time.
Oh, I have not recently, but DJing, of course, dude.
Yeah.
You should get your
A
dick
blonus?
sucked fucking at least, what? Maybe every 10th club you DJ?
All right, Memphis.
No,
Oh, man.
no. He got his dick sucked at every club like that, dude.
He did say on the program that
He's not here to defend Memphis. We're not going to attack you because your chair is empty. It's like,
That wouldn't be fair.
I'm not attacking him. I'm quoting him. He said he has slept with a woman from every single state except for Montana.
Puerto
That's
Rico.
That's a quote.
And Florida. No. Okay.
I think he bagged a few in Florida. I think he says he has.
That guy.
That's where he finally settled down.
If I were to describe my feelings on that particular bit of information in one word, it would be yeah.
Blown away.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. If you slept with, that's like 49 different women.
No,
One
it's only
from-
one word. One word. You get one word. What would your one word be?
Bullshit.
That's two
No,
words.
that's his word.
What's your
take
one
that
word?
from
Your
him.
one word.
About what information?
My God.
About Memphis?
Yeah, we just
Welcome
we just
to the
put
show,
yeah, no
Tomcat.
shit.
Huh?
Where we just yuck. Yuck is
no.
that's
Yuck, that's the word,
disgusting.
yeah.
Oh, about the
Yuck.
all 50 states thing?
Yeah.
Well,
no yuck.
I don't know. I just don't know. I can't remember. I couldn't possibly remember.
Yeah. So
Unless I had like a
and
piece
how
of
do you
paper.
know where they're from?
Once
I mean,
who
I got
keeps track?
I can't remember the 50 states without the girls. So then you
And
add
what
the
the
girls'
fuck's he
names
doing
on
in
there.
50
How do you
states?
remember the
you
names
know who
of the
does
girls?
shit like that? Serial killers.
yeah, that
Serial
is.
killers go from state to state.
We'll wait till next week to give him the opportunity to defend himself. But I have some questions.
Yeah.
Are you sleeping with these girls and they're from that state? So
And
let's-
are they still alive?
Yeah,
That.
exactly.
Where are the bodies?
Were they willing participants?
But the big
Or do we need to call the fucking FBI?
But the biggest thing about pulling this off is he doing it when he says he slept with a woman in 49 of the 50 states? Is he saying he physically had sex with them in that state? Or is he saying that he slept with a girl from that state? Because you may be in the state of Texas, but you slept with a girl from Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan because they had some kind of Midwestern swing down south.
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Man,
is
that's rough.
he was in the military, so he probably had contact with people from different parts of the country in various situations. That I can understand. But to monitor and keep
must have
quote,
tally.
unquote,
It's called a tally.
score, yeah, like
Well, make sure to listen to the Outcast podcast next week because Memphis not being here.
Yeah, that's not cool.
We're going to go hard at him.
We love him, but
next
damn,
week.
bro.
Next week's episode, we're going hard on Memphis on his quote.
Let's
from
just
a
hope he
previous
don't
show.
go hard on us. 'Cause
Yeah,
according
I don't
to
know
him,
if he can get hard after
We're
all.
going hard on his chair right now.
Yuck.
So
I'm
Me-
sticking to yuck.
So Memphis is a married man, and he's a very loyal married man.
I don't know.
You don't know that he is?
Yeah, well, have you seen his latest text?
Rainbow's not so sure. Oh,
Yeah. Well, we'll let him defend himself
All right.
next week.
next week, we're
But
going
I-
to read the text.
But I did read an article that had the headline saying that 60% of married couples cheat to some extent.
It depends on who they're surveying, though. You know,
I understand, but my first question would be, what do you consider cheating? Like, if you're one of those 60% that's cheating, what is cheating? Having the intent to cheat, communicating with a female, is that cheating?
just looking
Or
at
is it
another
just-
motherfucker is cheating. I will kill that bitch. No, I'm
or
kidding.
is it bearing, or is it actually going, with full penetration, and then that's cheating? Where
I don't
where
think-
do you draw the line? At
I
cheating?
mean, all that's cheating, isn't it? It's all cheating. Are you saying where does it start?
Cheating starts
Where
in
does
your
charting
mind.
start?
If you're not with your person anymore, it's over.
So 60% of people you think means that I've thought about cheating, therefore I've cheated.
Not thought about it, but thought about it in a serious way to where you would consider
Pursuing it.
You
Or have
pursued
talked to
it
somebody else, maybe,
and talk to somebody else and like do
some type of
action things to do
interaction.
it. That's cheating. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, and then it's not
Interaction.
right. Then it's not right because it's just not right.
Emotional.
You should just let the other person go completely.
Yeah.
What about flirting? If
Or
you're
at least
just
let
like,
them know.
hey, what's up, baby? You look good tonight. You're a beautiful woman.
You know, that's the road to hell right there. If you're doing that, if they're doing that with the same person over and over again, it's a relationship.
I think it really has a lot to do with your intentions.
yeah.
You know, because in today's
As long as
society,
you're being-
especially in a profession that we're in, like you can be all, "Hey, baby, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, you look great tonight." You know what I'm saying? And not mean anything by it. This
Yeah, I
way,
think that's
unless you're
fine.
like,
And it's
"Damn, what's
definitely-
up, girl? Like you look
and-
great tonight."
And that's why it's so hard.
I think that's
because it's,
over the top.
It's in your. It is. It's in your will. It's in your intentions. It's
Right.
in each person as to what their
Intentions.
personal intentions are, and it's
Sure.
impossible to read that or know. You know.
Yeah.
So that drives people crazy because you can't know what another person's intentions are.
It's true, and you can't influence that either.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That's where
Coming
free
back.
will comes in. Like, what can you do about it?
Well, the other thing that it said in this article was, I think it might have been a paid article by this website called peoplewiz.com. You guys heard of this?
Never.
So it's a website where you can find out if your significant other has been cheating on you because they have like an algorithm. Somehow they have access to your criminal backgrounds, your DUIs, speeding tickets, mug shots, where you work. Do you have a Tinder account? Do you have are you on some of these dating sites? And you got to pay. I don't know how much it is. Maybe I think I saw $27 a month. But you can find out all this stuff about your spouse. Me personally, I probably wouldn't care enough to spend the money. But like if you're cheating on me at some point, we're going to find out. I'm going to know by your actions that you're cheating.
Sure.
So I'm not going to waste my money or my time. But I was just intrigued that 60% of people cheat nowadays, and people are finding out that their spouses are cheating on them using this website, PeopleWiz, and figuring out, oh my gosh, my old lady's on Tinder. I didn't know she was on Tinder.
Well, I like this because now you can be like, bitch, don't make me get on that People Whiz and find out what the business is.
Yeah, I'll know all about your biz.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to that website, it's already over.
Yeah,
You need to
You
let
already
it go.
suspect something. If you have to
Yeah.
you flip the phone. Let me just.
If you think
Yep,
if you think
there it
to
is.
look there, then you probably already have
There's already
reason not
trouble.
to be there. Right. And it may not even be her because
And you
here's
see
the
her
thing.
old fucking Lego
If
blockhead
she's not-
looking ass on there with a fucking
Well-
profile picture on Tinder.
Well, here's
look at
the-
this fucking midget head ass bitch.
Well,
on
here's,
there.
here's the other side of that
You're
coin.
fucking done.
If you spend all that money and get there and can't find shit on her, then something's fucked up with you. You don't need to be in a relationship right now. You need to be working on yourself. You got fucking problems.
Right.
Yeah, those are toxic relationships.
Big time.
When you're in
Oh,
one,
my ears just started ringing like crazy. That must mean they're talking about me. Oh, that's a sign.
You saw the sign?
And that's the show for today.
Ace
We'll see you
of
guys
base.
next week.
The other thing this article was saying, this article was saying that it is much easier to cheat in modern times where we are now because you have access, through your Facebook, you have access through all these different people. You have access through all these different females or males if you're a woman through these different apps like Tinder. But to me, I started thinking about, I watched that show Mad Men. Remember the show Mad Men that was
I remember it.
on
I
years
didn't
ago?
like it too much.
And the head guy on the show always was cheating on his wife. But the way that he did it, it was like old school. You went off to work. I work in the city, baby. I'm not coming home.
I'm Joe Biden from
Yeah.
Scranton.
I
I'm taking
don't-
the train to work.
These guys from the old school, they used to disrespect women. Women didn't have as much rights as they do nowadays. So women were getting disrespected a lot more back in those days.
What a good time.
And
What a great
sexist-
time in American history.
back in those days, if you didn't have your phone, your old lady really couldn't track you all day. Like nowadays, see, I say this article, I call it's bullshit, as Ramo likes to say, bullshit, because I think that guys way back in the day, in the 50s, 60s, they were cheating a lot more than the modern day guys, in my opinion.
Yeah, because if you get because the girl can find you, and this is what they do. They use time to find out if you've been with another chick, because they can use the internet to find out where you were and how much time it's been in between. And if there's enough time for you to have fucked some other bitch or a bunch of other bitches, they know that's what you're doing.
Throw all that shit away, because here's one point that proves your side of the argument 100% with no question. It was socially acceptable back then. Okay, the fact that you had a wife at home and that you were at work fucking your secretary, not only was your business okay with it, your wife at home shut the fuck up and she was okay with it too. She made sure you had dinner when you got home. Trust me, I know. That's how that shit went down. It was crazy, bro. Women had no fucking right.
Women had to
It was
shut their
bullshit.
mouth and get in
They
there and
did.
make a sandwich.
Because you know what? A guy could come home and smack the fuck out of her. And you know what? You know what the police did? Dick. They did fucking nothing.
That wasn't good.
They said, well, bitch, make sure you have dinner ready next time, and he won't have to smack you.
We're basically back there again, aren't we?
I hope not.
I
That's
hope not either.
terrible.
But they
How can another person how can anybody treat any person that way, let alone somebody you
hear
claim
about-
to love?
Did you hear about that?
That's
On
terrible.
another subject, did you hear about that really bad apartment fire in Philadelphia this morning? 12, I think like 12 people died in this one apartment fire.
wow.
Yeah, pretty
That's
bad.
sad.
Very sad. But I was watching the news this morning, but that's a lot of people they were saying to have died in one building in one fire. It didn't spread to any other units. It was just the one unit that's kind of in these buildings are kind of sandwiched together, but it was like 7 kids, I think. Some kids that died, so
Way to bring the show down there, TK. It's like all of a sudden we got seven
pretty bad.
seven dying children.
Are we
Well,
at that 30-minute mark yet?
I think we are getting pretty close to the end.
You got to always end on something light, don't you?
Yeah. Why? You got anything happy to say, Tom
Yeah,
K?
that's-
Why don't you leave the audience with
It was
something
in
happy?
Philadelphia.
It was. Wow.
You know what? I saw that. Speaking of Philadelphia, I got a story for you. Jalen Hurts, the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, is walking off the field. I believe he's in Washington, D.C.
It is. It was.
And there's these fans hanging over the side of the rafters or whatever, the side of the bleachers.
rails? Yeah, the bleachers.
And the rails fell over.
Oh,
and like
yeah, that was great. I
eight,
saw
or,
that
eight
video.
or 9, 10 fans
Yeah.
fall over.
He helps them up. Good guy.
And the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles is like helping up the fans. And the next thing you know,
All except for one lady that like got squished by the thing and nobody noticed her. They were just like talking to the quarterback. I saw that video.
the city of brotherly love, they show love. And they make good cheesesteaks there in Philadelphia.
Except for that lady.
I mean, I haven't had one from there yet, so I can't. But, I mean, the sandwich itself, named, is delicious.
Most people I know from Philadelphia, though, unfortunately, scumbags. I don't know why. Seriously.
I know
I don't know why. It's the truth.
I know some good people from Philly.
Yeah?
A couple.
Hey, yo,
Hey, yo. Yeah, Rocky. Fuck you.
Hey.
We'll see you next week. The Outcast Podcast. That's going to do it for us.
Bye.
Hey, I'm Kat. mom of 3 and founder of Ritual, the company setting a new standard in the supplement industry. When I was pregnant with my first daughter, I remember staring at my prenatal vitamins and thinking, what's in this stuff? All I found were vitamins high in heavy metals, synthetic colorants, and lacking in the very essential nutrients we need. I believe women deserve to know what they are putting in their bodies and why. So at 4 months pregnant, I quit my job to reinvent the prenatal vitamin. We scoured the world for the best quality ingredients, backed by clinical studies and third-party tested for heavy metals and microbes. And this year, we were awarded the Purity Award from the Clean Label Project, the supplement safety certification that tests for 200 harmful chemicals and toxins. With Ritual, you'll know where your ingredients come from and why we use them. Join our family of skeptics with 40% off your first month when you visit ritual.com/podcast.